Viewers, it's a pleasure to be connecting with you all once again and welcome you to a brand new episode of Zee Connect. Have you realized that the first half of the year is already about to end? Is it just me or is time truly flying? Well, whether it's work pressure, budgets or the summers that are slowly seeping in, I am on a mission, unbudged and here to keep you entertained week after week. So if you are ready, let's begin today's episode with something absolutely brilliant. Usha Uthup, the queen of indie pop, was in Dubai recently to perform at the India Club. She enthralled the audiences with not just her magnificent voice and swag, but also peppered her set with witty anecdotes. Listen to our candid conversation with this diva of Indian pop to know more. Usha ji, thank you so much for joining us here today. I can't tell you what it feels like to be sitting across from you and talking to you.
What can I say except namaskar, namaskaram, sat sri akal, salam alaikum to each and every one of you. And thank you so much for having me on your show and, for inviting me to be a part of Zee Connect. Really fantastic.
So Usha ji, you started your career in pop music in the late 60s. So how did Bollywood happen from there?
Actually, I didn't move on to Hollywood. Or to Bollywood. It was exciting when I say this because I'm probably the only artist who started off as a live performer, and completely did the nightclub circuit. I'm still very proud to say that I am a nightclub singer. So I started off as a nightclub singer and people, in those days there was no electronic media, no Zee Connect and no Zee in fact. And the only publicity that there was the print media and by word of mouth, which is why things happened so slowly for me. But which is good in a way because that's why I'm still around and it's 53 years that I've been singing. So that's really something, right? And if you're at home watching this show, then I'm sure all of you are clapping for me because it's your tali that gives me all the ashirvad to carry on. But yes, people came to listen to me because they'd heard about me. And so they came to the nightclub to listen to me. But this time the first time they'd come to listen to me in Oberoi Intercontinental in Delhi. And it was the Devanand unit, that is Navketan unit, and Dev Saab, and there was Shashi Kapoor, there was R.D. Burman and a lot of other people who were there that night, that special night. And after the show was over, Dev Saab asked me, would I like to work in his project, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. So that's how it came about actually. It wasn't the other way around. I mean, people didn't listen to me because I was a playback singer. They heard me because I was known as I was in a nightclub, so.
So Usha ji, you have a very powerful voice and I'm sure everybody around the world loves that. But what we love more is the fact that you took that voice to your advantage and you never worried about any setbacks.
Of course, it wasn't a challenge, but it was, as far as other people, or in the film industry, they would probably think of it as a deterrent, or they would probably think of it as a limitation. But then I'm a person who has always changed all my limitations into my strengths, really. And so, having a low and bass voice like mine, I think was different. As I've always said, it's not a question of how good a singer or how bad a singer you are, but how original. And I think that is truly my USP. The fact that I'm so different. I haven't copied anybody, ever. Everything that I do on stage and everything that I sing is 100% myself.
You are unique.
So it's actually the journey itself. One would say, would think that it was a huge, big journey, but it wasn't really. People just, accepted me as a nightclub singer and they liked my voice and so they asked me to sing in Bollywood films. But whatever songs I got, it's not like Lataji Mangeshkar, she, like there's a, what shall I say, a typecast. and also preconceived idea that all good girls must get the pure voice and all the bad girls should get a voice like mine. But I'm quite a good girl, actually. So things changed, of course, after that. Things changed. And as I said, I'm like a tennis ball. The harder you throw me down, the bigger the bounce back. And so all my limitations I made into my strengths. And I've been 100% original and honest on stage or off stage. So there's no question of any artificiality or copying anybody. So, you know, for me, I just believe that a song is a song is a song. I'm not a complicated person. And if all the music, there are only 8 notes, right? There's 7 notes out in the universe. And whatever is out in the universe is for everybody as far as I'm concerned. So.
But that is truly inspiring, and yes, that brings me to my next question, that you sang every kind of song and you've actually sung in 17 different Indian languages and 8 foreign languages. How did you achieve this feat?
Actually, I've always been a person who loved language. I went to a convent school. My medium of teaching was, of course, English, and Hindi was second language. Third language was Marathi because we were in Bombay. Fourth language was French, and at home we spoke in Tamil. So that was already a foundation for so many languages. But if you're born an Indian, if you're born in India, you're born with an advantage of 17 basic languages and God knows how many dialects. So, you know, but language was my strong point, really, in school as well. I love learning new songs and, you know, I mean, new languages. So if you ever had a program where you would want me to come and do a little workshop for you, I'd be glad to do for Zee Connect and show how, you know, non-Malayali speaking children over here, instead of making fun at them, you know, fun and saying that they're not saying it correctly, or you know, non-Bengali speaking children who've been living outside, one shouldn't make fun of them. One should encourage them to talk in their own language, and you must give the children the right signals. And if you help them out with it and not make fun of them, then it's great, I think. So I have my own formula of writing different languages in English phonetics and in Roman script. So I'm really, really blessed that way. I love language.
So Usha ji, in this long journey that you've had, almost 53 years in the industry, when you look back, are there any milestones that are very close to your heart in this long and eventful journey?
Oh, if I have to go through that, it's going to take 3 episodes.
Any couple of milestones that are like very, very close to your heart, which you can never forget?
There have been plenty of milestones, really marvelous things like meeting up or singing with some of the greatest, you know, one of the greatest singers of all time, Miriam Makeba. She's known as Mama Africa. And before that, I sang with Mahalia Jackson, who was a fantastic gospel singer. That was another milestone in my life. Meeting Mother Teresa was a great milestone in my life.
Wow.
And more than anything else, I think the biggest milestone is yet to come, program tonight. And I think I live moment to moment and I live step by step. And, well, being recognized by people, I live only for that. I live for people to appreciate me and love me. And yes, so milestones have been really, really marvelous. Like maybe winning the Filmfare Award, or what has been my biggest milestone, I think, is the fact that I have such a beautiful family, a family that has supported me right through. So people ask me, so how does your husband help you? I said, by not helping. But he's allowed me to grow. And I think it's most important to have a partner, or, you know, we have to agree. We must agree that every woman's issue is a man's issue. And if you have a husband who supports you, I think the most important thing is to walk hand in hand with man and, you know, go ahead in life instead of fighting. I think woman is Shakti anyway.
Of course. Okay, Usha ji, now we have this small segment where we will tell you a word and you just need to tell us the memory that is attached to it in your life. Okay? So let's start with Jamila.
Oh, Jamila Pathan. She is, you know, the reason, one of the reasons why I sing in Hindi and why I'm got into films. And you know, she's part of my growing up, and she's lovely. I grew up with her family, the Pathans, really marvelous people. Jamila is my everything.
Radio Ceylon?
Radio Ceylon is one of my biggest inspirations in life, yeah. And I listen to the radio, and I always believe that the radio is king, absolutely.
Okay. Kanjivaram Sneakers?
I'm wearing them now, so you can, yeah, so you can take a shot of that. And Kanjivaram Sneakers are really exciting, and people have, you know, the youngsters today, the little kids, I mean, you know, when I say little kids, I mean the teenagers and all, say, oh, she's really swag, she's really cool, because I'm wearing Kanjivaram sneakers. Not bad, lovely. So I match my clothes just to feel comfortable. I think fashion is all about being consistent and being constant and being comfortable.
You definitely have the swag. Okay, last one, Vikas Kumar Jha.
Vikas Kumar Jha. What can I say about him except that he is the first person to have written you know, my biography, and the first person to write something about me in Hindi. इससे ज़्यादा क्या मुझे और क्या कहूँ उनके बारे में बता नहीं सकती, क्योंकि इतना अच्छा लगता है कि usually people would have thought that pop singer ना निश्चिमा English leda they will write about her, but to be written in Hindi was really something. The name of the book is Ulaski Now, which got translated into the Queen of Indian Pop by Srishti Jha. And Vikas Kumar Jha has written Ulaski Now, which is an amazing, amazing book. Not because it's mine, but because I got to know how you can be so, you know, fill up a book with so much of embellishment and so much of lyrical, you know, what should I say, content.
Superb. Well, it's been amazing talking to you, Usha ji, but we are not letting you go without you singing for us any of your songs, signature songs that you would like to sing a few lines of.
Thank you to India Club for having me over here, India Club Dubai for having me, because it's been absolutely marvelous. So what can I sing for all of you today? I would definitely love to sing Darling aankhon se aankhein char karne do, ruko na mujhko pyar karne do. Actually, if we all sang this song and said Roko na mujhko pyar karne do, why so much time to fight when there is so little time to love, darling?
Thank you so much, Usha ji. It's been a pleasure, absolute pleasure talking to you today and hearing you. Your journey is absolutely inspiring, and we all are definitely picking up something from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come on, it's got to be bigger than that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thanks, yes.
So let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. At sky fall. Let sky fall.
Thank you so much. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, जैसे मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ, डॉन को पकड़ना सिर्फ मुश्किल नहीं. बोलिए, जोर से बोलिए ना. डॉन को पकड़ना सिर्फ मुश्किल नहीं. Correct. So, who's the Don? You.
आंखें धोखा खाती है ये किसको पता नहीं. जाने क्या है यहाँ और जाने यहाँ क्या नहीं. है ये माया. है ये माया.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can say start. Chahe jiyenge. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chahe. Perfect. I love you. Humko na roke. Don't feel shy. Just sing. You're fantastic. Chahe jiyenge. हम न किसी से डरेंगे हमको ना रोके ज़माना Do I love you Dubai I love you मिट जाएगा Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram
We go to libraries and book fairs, but have you heard of them coming to you? Well, our next story is about a fair that travels to reach you. Stay here to know more while I join you after a quick break. Welcome back. Logos Hope, the world's largest floating book fair, recently docked at Port Rashid, Dubai, following stops in Ras Al Khaimah and Abu Dhabi. Well, this book fair is open to book lovers until the beginning of June and offers over 5,000 titles. This event is operated by Gota Bokhafu Ala, a non-profit organization based in Germany. To know more, check our story up next.
Welcome to the world's largest international floating book fair. We are delighted to celebrate with you today the official opening of the Logos Hope here in Dubai. You know, with our 4 ships, this is our 13th visit since 1971 when our Logos first visited Dubai. We have to say every time we have come back, the welcome has been friendly and hospitable, and you've always accommodated us very, very warmly, and we just want to say thank you for welcoming us back again this time. And Logos Hope has welcomed more than 9.5 million visitors since 2010. That's a lot of people that has walked up the gangway, experienced the bookshop, and interacted with our community. We are very pleased to visit the city again, and we trust that the book fair and the experience interacting with our international community will also benefit and bring blessing to the people in Dubai.
Having an international crew is a great blessing for me as a captain, because when you have an international team and you have great cultural diversity, you also have different perspectives on different issues, and you have different understanding, and you have a variety of solutions to choose the best one from. So this is who we are as a community, and this is how we grow together and develop as a community and as individuals. We live and work together in peace and unity, esteeming our neighbors. But also our community becomes better with every port that we call onto. With every port we grow, we understand more, we have more friends, and we become better as a community and individual.
community is beautiful. And what we heard today, it's amazing. I mean, people are being born on the ship. People are living for a period of time. So it's something for me, and I'm sure for some of us who are here, is amazing. And Dubai is very similar to that as well. But I can say that Dubai has won over logos. Hope, and I was talking to Captain, I said, now you need to really compete with Dubai to have more nationalities on board. Because Dubai has more than 220 nationalities, and maybe beyond that, because that's the number that I have. But it's wonderful when you have so many different nationalities from different backgrounds. It can be such a positive force in terms of doing a change for good. And the proof of that is really Dubai. You can see that. And I'm sure David and Edward, Mr. Edward and Captain, that every year you come, you will see Dubai even further different and changed.
Well, my name is Edward David. I'm from Malaysia and I'm the managing director here on the Logos Hope. This project started in 1971 with the first ship called the Logos, and the Logos visited here in 1971 in Dubai. And this is our 13th visit with our 4 ships that's been to UAE. So we're excited to be back again, the friendliness and the welcome that we've received. So it's exciting. We have about 5,000 different titles on board, about 800,000 books. And the ship is open from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until midnight, every day until Sunday on the 23rd of April. That's our last day. And then the ship goes through a maintenance period. On the 10th of May, we will sail to Abu Dhabi, and then beyond that to Bahrain before we finish our time here in the United Arab Emirates. So it's great to be back again, and so we're excited to welcome many, many visitors to the ship.
Hello, welcome on board Logos Hope, the largest floating book fair in the world. My name is Ionuț Vlad, the captain of Logos Hope. I come from Romania, and I welcome you to visit our book fair. We have on board more than 5,000 titles for children, for adults as well, so there's a little bit for everyone in the family. We are very glad to be here in Dubai with our book expo, but in the same time we welcome you into our events that we prepared, like Meet the World, to see different cultures coming with their costumes, with their stories. So we're looking forward to see you on board.
Time for a quick break, but I'll see you soon. Stay connected. Welcome back. If you are a fan of tennis and follow the game, then you definitely know who Aryna Sablenka is. She continues to sit pretty on number 2 rank courtesy of her Australian Open triumph. The Belarusian athlete was recently in Dubai, where we had a chance to catch up with her, see what she's up to and know more about her up next. Lovely to have you here with us. Pleasure. What brings you to Dubai?
Well, this beautiful event, World Tennis League, and I'm super excited to be here and super happy to have this opportunity to compete in such a different event. And yeah, we have a great team, and I'm really looking forward for all the matches coming up.
Tell me, what inspired you to play tennis and become a tennis player?
Well, I remember my parents bringing me on court when I was 6, and then it became my life. And I think at 16 probably only I realized that I can be a professional professional tennis player. So yeah, I think since 16.
What is the physical and mental routine that you follow?
Well, I really like to stay away from everybody and just listen music or sometimes speak to my family, my boyfriend, and that's actually it.
Yeah? And what keeps you focused?
Well, I like to compete and I like to win, and this thing in my mind that I like to win helped me to keep me focused or
Focused, yeah. Is there an idol, someone who has always inspired you?
not really actually. Not really.
Any role model? Who's your role model in life?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can say that, but actually no one.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You are your
I'm just
own role
focusing-
model.
no, not like that. I just focus on myself. I focus on make sure that I improve every day, and that's it. Not
Yeah.
really focusing who's like my idol or role model.
Right. Tell me, you have also featured, or you are going to feature on an OTT platform. Tell us more about that.
You mean the Netflix show? Or?
Yes.
Well, that's actually really something different and something really important. It's a great show, and it's gonna show behind, like everything behind the camera, and it's going to be interesting. And I think people will know us much
better.
closer, better,
Yeah.
better when they're gonna see all the emotions and everything is behind the tennis court. So that's going to be really interesting to watch.
Uh-huh. And in Dubai, where else are you planning to go?
Wow, that's a lot of places like Dubai Mall of Emirates, of course beach, good restaurants, Burj Khalifa, a lot of places, and also aqua park. So
Yes.
And also I need to fit my pre-season between this. So
Exactly.
yeah, so there's a lot-
Practices, yeah.
Yes,
And you have to follow your routine of
Yes.
waking up on time and sleeping on time, etc.
Yes.
Great, lovely talking to you, Aryna. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you so much for
Wish
having
you
me.
all the very best with this league.
Thank you.
All right, it's time for me to push off now. I hope you all liked today's episode. It's always lovely to see you all lovely people. Your company means the world to us, and that is why I don't like saying goodbye. Instead, I like to say that I can't wait to see you all next Sunday. And in case you miss us during the week, do keep checking our socials that are mentioned right here. Take care.